Hey guys, how's it going? Georgeazoid over here. We are going to spend some time together doing another unboxing. This time, another Dead by Daylight statue. It's going to be the Hillbilly, also from Kotobukiya. We already did the Wraith earlier, and unfortunately, I actually opened up the Trapper on my own some time ago. This was before I decided I was going to start doing like recordings on YouTube and what have you. But here we are. I'm going to go ahead and get straight to it, but first let's start off with the box a little bit. So let's get in right over here. I like to show off this side because honestly it's my favorite side on all the boxes. It just looks so cool, these action shots, and shows some of the potential of these statues to be able to take advantage and get some cool photography done, if you will. So here we are. We'll get the front side. It's going to be a little bit of a glare. I apologize in advance. You'll see all sorts of stuff. That's okay. Very similar to the other box where you have some of the entity over here, the traditional 5 skulls or 4 skulls with the slash through it. Got that little top part right over there. Actually wants me to do this for that matter. Very nice. And let's see how it looks like on the inside. I noticed the last video was a little long, at least I felt it was a little long. Part of it was because it was my first unboxing video. Actually, technically second, but I never posted that one. That was years ago. But it was, in fact, my first unboxing video with all the new stuff that I have and all the setup and what have you. And I ran into some issue when I realized that the original camera I used was not great. The quality just wasn't that good, but I was forced to post or set up to post that one anywho. But I did kind of like a follow-up, if you will. Let me see if I can do this just a little bit. And there you go. Just hang tight. So sorry for all these adjustments. You think I would be ready, but I wasn't. All right, cool. Here we are. So I'll work a little bit more this way then. Anywho, so here it is. When you open it, it says, "Death is not an escape." You know, typical. Okay, we'll yank it out. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. So we gotta separate it, but this might be taped up. I think it was taped up last time. Other set of instructions. Did the other one have instructions? Actually, I'm not sure now thinking about it. Let's use this. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Got it. Got it. I can do it. Okay. I don't think there's any more tape. Not that it seemed like it was impeding from the actual opening itself. So I'm going to start separating from somewhere. Oh, there is tape. Your boy's just wise. There it is. There was, in fact, tape. There is tape again. I actually just couldn't see it. These eyes, man, they don't work as well as they used to. Actually, I never had great eyesight, to be real. Here it is. But I really couldn't see it this time. Hello? Hello? I'm pretty sure I got all of it. Yeah. I definitely got it. All right, everything's coming apart. Hold. Hold. We are going to, I guess, pop this one here in the box. And I might start popping this one, but leave it slightly open so I can put the packaging in there. I might. I don't know. Oh, this one's just built different. Okay. I'll leave it like that. I'll raise it up later. Here it is. It comes packaged like this, and unlike the other ones, the weapons and arms, actually, the arms are actually attached on this one. It's the weapons that are completely removed. So with Trapper, you had to put the arm in, and then you just equip the trap, which honestly comes off way too easily, unfortunately. That's probably my only complaint about that statue. I love how they look. With the Wraith, the Wailing Bell and the arm was already attached, whereas the arm with the weapon, so like Azeroth's skull and spine and all that you had to attach that arm right there. So with this guy, as we remove this packaging, man, this looks so pretty. Oh, pretty should be the word that I use for these horrific monsters trying to kill people, but dude, it looks so good. So again, this is from the Kotobukiya line. I'll give you a little bit of a closer shot. He's got the color. There we go. I actually like how his ripped up tank looks. It looks like real cloth, but it isn't. It just looks like it. That's crazy. And then everything else is kind of like what you would expect from typical PVC. I'm pretty sure this is PVC. All right, let's see if we can attach it. We'll pop him over here. We have his sledgehammer, his weapon, his regular weapon, and we have his chainsaw. Now the question is, which way do we go? We go this way. Okay, so we're gonna equip it this way. And I think it goes like this. This is the way they want me to put it in. Okay. Oh, I don't want to break anything. So kind of like the last video, I'm always concerned when I'm trying to attach things because I feel like I'm just going to break it. It's funny because I've definitely seen him in this stance before where he's just kind of like hanging out there and just staring at you, you know? All right, let's try this again. Okay, I think I just gotta push it in there, but again, I'm worried. There are some parts on here. I feel like I can accidentally push them out. I don't know. I hear all the plastic, but the contact even. It seems like it's got to go pretty far in, so I just gotta get in there and rough it up a little bit. I remember with the last one, hey, see, it's making contact with the table when I put them down. Here we go. Here we go. Kind of had to help it from the backside a little bit. There we go. So it is off the ground now, and I still think I can go further. Let me see. Oh no, this actually might be basically all the way in, but I'm gonna try just a little bit more. And same issue, I feel like, oh yeah, you see? This was what I was worried about. I don't know my own strength sometimes and I just yank things. So that's definitely a downside to this one right over here. I'll be able to glue it in later, but I don't know. Wait, does his arm have like anything that like helps me with the attachment process? No, right? So this, I think, goes like this. Let me see. Or was it like this? I actually don't know now. So yeah, does make me sad. It's good that you catch it too on a recording because like you want people to know. I really wasn't forcing it that hard and it came apart and there's no real easy way to grab it. I do think that things like this need to be like thought about before production. I liked what they did with these where you just gotta like sock it in the arms and same thing. It felt like it was incredibly difficult. Let me see if I can get more light over here. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Sorry, all those clicks. But now I have this piece that has genuinely come off, and I don't know how I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know. So I do have this piece that's come off, which is unfortunate. I think it's all the way in already. Now I don't know how I'm supposed to, oh yeah, but you see like it still kind of falls down to the ground a little bit. So this is definitely probably, of the three so far, quality-wise, the one I'm finding a bit lacking. I think it's beautiful to look at, but I'm also finding this situation here kind of, yeah, you see, I think I just, can't tell if I bent it or broke it again, but it's so easy to like mess it up if you're not careful. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I have it more or less, but this one's definitely the one that you want. If you're gonna collect these like I did, I think it looks beautiful. Again, I don't know my own strength sometimes, so like I do have a tendency to break things with my force. I've been working out since I was 19, maybe earlier. So I've been working out my entire life, and in this case, it's definitely worked against me. But I almost wonder if other people would have suffered from the same issue because, truthfully, I don't feel like I went that ham on it. Here we go. So this one was way easier. I didn't have any issue with this one whatsoever. It's this one. And like, so if you look closely, if I'm not careful, I'm going to push on this piece over here. Then apparently this piece can come off. And then this part bends in pretty easily. So the chainsaw in general is very sensitive. And if you're not careful, you are going to mess things up. It still feels like if you're not careful, the chainsaw is just going to drag on the ground. So just be aware of that. I don't think there's really much I can do to get it up higher. I don't know. I can try, but I am in fact worried. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it can go back anymore. And if it can, it feels like I'm just going to break stuff. I wish there was a photo. Oh, so that little piece that breaks off actually is supposed to come off, it looks like. Okay, so thankfully, that disappointment that I just went through, turns out that actually is supposed to come off. Now, what I don't understand, because it looks like I scratched that part, but I guess that's part of the experience. I don't know. It seems like you're supposed to. Maybe it's designed that way to hold it in place. I don't know, dude. So I have the instructions here, and I guess you should be reading those. It seems like it's only one page, so it doesn't really take much. It's right here if you want to look at it. It tells me that I do have to remove the thing a little bit, and then you just slide it up the grip, and then that's it. I would say the chainsaw is probably my least favorite part about it because it's so easy to kind of like mess it up and you're not really sure if you're doing anything wrong. Yeah, I could have read the instructions and that little piece that came off, I probably wouldn't have felt as bad about it. I just didn't feel, even then, even knowing that, it still kind of feels bad because it doesn't feel like it's really connected. I don't see it. But enough about the negative talk. We're just going to move on now to the details because it looks like it's done. I can tell you I'm probably not going to touch this one too much, unlike the other ones where I'll grab them and I'll look at them a little bit more. Since I'm a little bit more concerned with this one coming off, I think I should be fine. It looks like it's in. And I don't know what this is supposed to do, if this is supposed to act as a holder or not, but I can't, man, I don't know. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take it out, but there seems to be, okay, you may be able to see it, but there seems to be a hole on his hand right over here. You can't see it too well, but it's there. So all of that complaining is part of the unboxing experience. No, it does seem like this is the way it's meant to be, and then you lock it in. And now I gotta shine the light here. Definitely not the easiest one, so just be aware. Sorry if I'm covering things, it's not my intention, but you got to put it in that little like hole right here. You can't even see it. Here you go. So you got to put it in that hole and then line up the hole of the chainsaw with the hole in the hand and then pop in that little piece that I thought I broke off, and then you push it all the way in. And now it's officially locked in. And I don't have to worry about the chainsaw coming off. Okay, well, thanks for putting up with me there. But I think it's important to document that too, because like you might go through the same thing and you might have the same issue that I did. And it's definitely not as hard as I thought it was. And all my complaints now that I had, we can just like remove them. It is what it is. But again, when you go to deal with it, there's a little piece right here. This little piece comes off. There's a hole in the hand. I didn't inspect it well enough personally. And you just gotta slide it in, and once you line up the hole in the chainsaw with the hole in the hand, now everything is fine. It stays off the ground, so the chainsaw doesn't really come and, you know, nail the ground down or all that. I know I have a lot of stuff here in the background, so it's kind of hard to deal with all that information. But here it is anyhow. You got the Hillbilly right there. Let me get this light. Unfortunately, this one just dims for no reason. There we go. I'll try to figure that out. So here's a look of the sledgehammer. Nice little look of his face. A face only a mom can love. Again, when I look at it closely, the tank top looks like actual cloth to me. It's not until I touch it that I realize it. Look at his pants, his boots or shoes or whatever he's wearing. The bottom of the stand, the top of the stand. Got some wooden planks and whatnot, I guess from breaking a pallet or a door, a breakable door, I don't know. And there it is. So here we go. I like how it looks. In fact, of the three, I really dig the paint job on this guy. I think the Wraith is still my favorite one. I don't know. Dunk. I don't know if it has to do with his height or his particular set of details. And we'll grab good old Evan right over here. And that's Trapper right there. Let me remove my little controller holder over here so that you guys can see less stuff. I'll pop that over there for now. There we go, a little bit less stuff. Create a nice little better background again that removes some of the nonsense. Maybe move them over here a little bit. The Billy, I found it at the most affordable price. I can't tell you the reason why. It could be a number of things. Maybe the height for one, I think is one of them. It's definitely the shortest of the three. And it doesn't seem like it's that much longer either. Of the three, I would say it's probably also the least detailed, I guess. And that has largely to do with the fact that the Wraith has all of these bandages and what have you. And Trapper has all that like skin abrasions and stuff like that. So that might be another reason why. And they both have more stuff going on with their heads in particular. Whereas with Billy, it's just, you just gotta really just paint over it. So I did find this one to be the most affordable of the bunch. It looks great. If you were stuck between buying only one of these, I would personally say either get the Trapper or get the Wraith. I think the Wraith is my favorite one, but the Trapper's kind of the Trapper's kind of like the poster boy of Dead by Daylight, right? You know, the mask is at this point like infamous. I would say go for one of those two. But I do like them. I like all the statues. I'm very happy with them. I have the full collection. I've noticed the Gecko line added more statues that are coming out or already came out. And I might actually grab one of those. Stay tuned for that while I decide if I'm grabbing that or not. But I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to give you another like close little look of good old Billy over here. And I'll keep upgrading this little setup that we have going on for the unboxings and stuff like that so that it just looks better overall. Again, I really like the colors. I feel like they did such a great job with the paint scheme. But I do think that simultaneously it almost makes sense why the Billy is the most affordable one. That said, man, the clothing. The clothing. But the clothing, it looks so good. I don't know if you can, I don't know if this video does enough justice for like how good it looks in person. Like of all of them, that's hands down the best looking clothing piece of the three. It just, none of them even get close to it. After that, the headpieces, I would say the Trapper's mask is pretty amazing. Weapon-wise, I'm going to have to give it to the Wraith's weapon. I think the Wraith's weapon just has so much detail and love put into it. It makes sense to me. I think if I were to say which base I like better, I would go with the Trapper base. But I'm going to save this all for like one video where I compare the three and put them together, and we'll talk more in depth about what I like and what I don't like. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a snippet in case this is the only video that you watch from it. But if you liked and enjoyed our time together watching this video, seeing my live unboxing of Hillbilly, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and like, leave a comment below. I'll go ahead and respond to it. I promise. Believe it or not, I promise. I'll be able to keep up with it for now. I do have other social medias. I'm actually a Twitch streamer. I stream most nights of the week, Georgeazoid on Twitch, but I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, also Georgeazoid. So I'm basically just Georgeazoid all across the board. I'm here to spend some time with you, entertain you, chat with you if you give me the opportunity. I love getting to know people. But I'm going to continue to upload as often as possible. The goal is to upload 5 times a week, if not daily. And again, I stream most nights of the week, so that's basically 6 times a week. And we'll be doing more of the TikTok and Instagram stuff as well. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Always remember to be good, be great, be grand. Goodbye. Bye.